And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season, and teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Nance out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then it's Ingram. And it's Murphy in at the small forward position. Now here's Nance. Valanciunas. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Harden outside. Here's Baker. Embiid trying to break loose. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his second bucket.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
And Nance kicks to Murphy. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Graham. Over Harden. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. They were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
On defense, New Orleans, 4-point game. Baker, no good.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. He gets that one.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Valanciunas against Embiid. Outside Murphy. Rebound by Joel Embiid. A creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
The Pelicans have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Graham finds Nance. And here is Ingram. He's covered by Maxey. To stop the drought. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden the pass to Baker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And he can't get the first one.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
No luck that time either. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason break.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Here is Harden. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Harden can't hit. And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 6. Nance against Harris. Goes up again, and Nance puts it in.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Harris passes to Baker. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for Money.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Graham finds Ingram. So here's Murphy. No points in the game yet for him. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Harden scanning the floor. Here's Baker. And he banks in the layup. That's 10 points for Money.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Willie Green.
Well, Kevin, he spoke about the strategy coming in of working the ball inside, emphasizing that throughout the game. That's where they think they have the biggest advantage, and they think they can score inside with consistency. We will see how long that holds up, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Harden. The Pelicans make their last shot. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Great shooting reflexes from Harden. Able to put his shot up right off that pass.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
But some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy. But he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Bassey's checked in. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Maxey. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. The shot's good. And Harden was the first player to average 35 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, and that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year, he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA expanded in 2004.
Melton feeling it out a bit. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in.
Coming up.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Nance. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Lewis in at the 1 spot. First one falls for him. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Pelicans trailed by 8. Graham dishes to Valanciunas. Now here's Graham. 12 points his last outing. Tries it from 9. And he connects with the jumper. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Harris finds Harden. Maxey passes to Harris. To the paint. Here's Baker. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Baker's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia. Pass to Murphy. Back to Lewis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
And he knocks down the first one. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No, you should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers, they have all done the same thing. They went into win now mode.
Here's Graham. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Here's Murphy. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers leading by 8. There's Baker. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxey. The offensive rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes it to Lewis. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots. And the Pelicans miss again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Baker. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 8. Lewis outside. From 10 feet out, 2 points. That one goes. Lewis has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Thunder was tremendous. He scored 22 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. That game had his name written all over it. Kevin, let's see if he can come through in a big way again tonight.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he is absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Shooting for New Orleans.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Pelicans trail by 10. Graham kicks to Ingram. The pass to Hayes. Here's Alvarado. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Harris. And now Philadelphia on the break. Thibault for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this.
the Pelicans, 37.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Money.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Harrison and Embiid are manning the post position. Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Baker in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts. Ingram wide open. Off target with his 3.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
There's Baker. In the corner. Harden. Five to shoot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul, getting the whistle and the bucket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
James Harden.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the right side. Outside Murphy. No good that time. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Harden against Graham. Harden outside. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A staple of Harden's attack. His three-point shot is about as lethal as it gets.
Through with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ingram outside. Valanciunas in the high post. Embiid's there. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Pelicans ball.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. To Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Graham against Harden. Basket counts. Harden's got 12 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Again, let's hear it for your 76ers youth dance team.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nance, no good.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
To the left side wing. Maxey against Ingram. With a step back, Valanciunas grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 16. He dishes it to Murphy. Embiid against Valanciunas. Now here's Ingram. Tight defense on him. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Graham against Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ingram missing.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Baker passes to Maxey. Here's Harden on the wing. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Harden's got 16 points.
It's crazy. We've gotten used to this effortless dominance from James Harden. He scores in a multitude of ways.
And the basket by Murphy.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Inside, Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists now in the game. And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. 19-point game. Pass to Valanciunas. Graham kicks to Ingram. Good work there as it goes. He's got 15.
What about the dribble moves of Ingram? I mean, just so good at carving his way through whatever the D throws his way.
Harden the pass to Embiid. He gets it in there. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Valanciunas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
He's checking for Shake Milton. So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Brandon Ingram's out there with Nance. And it's Murphy in at the 3. Here's Ingram. No good. Shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Passes to Baker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
By the looks of it, the Hall of Fame class of 2023, Richard, should be loaded. A lot of big names could be headed to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful to see 2 of the biggest rivalries, San Antonio and Dallas. Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki are on the ballot. And then there's Mr. Wade, Dwayne Wade. We know about that. So there's going to be a lot of rings walking into that ceremony.
A lot of rings indeed. The pass to Alvarado. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Reed, no good on the free throw. And here's New Orleans now. Ingram kicks to Hayes. Pass to Alvarado. Ingram outside. New Orleans moving it around. The shot's good from Hayes.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Now Melton. Pass to Baker. Over Nance. Baker, no good. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Ingram. And he lays it straight in.
Look, It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal foul.
He's off on the
He's
first.
already in the penalty. At the line for your Sixers.
That one misses. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.